First, I'd like to welcome everybody out to the new Panther Headquarters. This is the International Headquarters for the Panther organization. We welcome you all here. That's okay, you guys can still hear me, can't you? We always start off with a greeting when you come into the International Panther Headquarters with your hands raised in the air, put your fist in the air, everyone, and we say, all power to the people. So we're going to say it again when I say 1, 2, 3, all power to the people. All right. And that's how we start off in this organization. I'd like to welcome you here. We've been in existence since 1994. We're a community-based organization. I don't know how much you know about the old Panther Party, but as new Panthers, we move in the spirit of the old Panther Party. We have basically the same platform and program that the old party had. There's a few minor changes to it because we live in the 90s. So some of the things that the party practiced and believed in then, you can't really use, it doesn't fit now because things tend to change and we develop and we grow, and that's just how it is. Today, as we all know, we're celebrating liberation, and we're talking about women's involvement in that liberation.
Wow. All right, well, this is International Women's Day, so all power to the women.
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 That's right, that's right. All right.
Yeah, woman with the blonde, peach blonde hair, right there, Dallas.
Okay, our next speaker is Molly, and she started Food Not Bombs in Arizona. So she'll be speaking about that here in her hand.
You guys hear me? Well, for those of you who don't know what Food Not Bombs is, I too would like to say, you know, you would want to take the time to maybe read up on it or something like that. There's books and literature out there, so I'm just going to kind of go off on a tangent about, you know, just things that make me interested in Food Not Bombs. It is a controversial name, I have to say. It was a slogan from, you know, it's just spend your money on food, not bombs. I think that pretty much speaks for itself. Because in our society, well, let's just say money, payments, bills, taxation, that extra unnecessary step in the life cycle, which has been slipped into our own means of survival, okay? That's free. And what we do is we go and we get food donated from grocery stores because a lot of food is wasted every day. And that food is our right. And it's kind of ridiculous to think that they put a price on something that grows out of the ground, you know, and it's just kind of
set of laws. And every policeman comes equipped with extended claws. There's 1,000 shades of white and 1,000 shades of black, but the same rule always applies. Smile pretty and watch your back. I broke down in Louisiana and I had to thumb a ride. Got in the first car that pulled over. Can't be picky in the middle of the night. He said, baby, do you like to fool around? He said, baby, do you want to be touched? I said, maybe.
The powerful greeting was taught to us by the Black Panther Party for self-defense back in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. All power to the people. 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 And let me tell you, you can go all over the world and hear that greeting that was taught to us and that has held us together for so many years. What I'm going to talk about today is an underlying foundation lie that keeps us from coming together over many years' time, that allows a superficial meeting but does not allow an organic coming together of peoples to fight for real revolutionary change and justice. And that is what I call covert white supremacy. Now, a lot of people, when they think of white supremacy, they think we're talking about the Ku Klux Klan. We're talking about swastikas and white sheets. And as ominous as that is not what I'm talking about. That's really a minor part of this global ideology that plagues us. What I'm talking about is school curriculums, investment advisors, funding for the arts, what gets published and distributed, the motion picture industry, television, the International Monetary Fund, structural adjustment plans, the criminal injustice system, and the underpinning of American thought, American social assumptions that allows one small, racist, fascist group of people to run the world in their interest and keep us all confused and not knowing how to confront them and how to take them out of power.
One of the things that I wanted to talk about was how International Women's Day came to be about, and basic history of it, a short little history. On March 8th of 1857 in New York City, hundreds of women and garment and textile workers protested against inhumane working conditions and 12-hour workdays and low wages. Police attacked and dispersed the women. 2 years later, these women formed the first women unions. On March 8th of 1908 in New York City, 15,000 women marched, demanding shorter hours, better pay, voting rights, and an end to child labor. And they adopted the slogan, "Bread and Roses."
There's rape, there's pregnancy, child care, discrimination, and the expectations of this ridiculous society thinking we have to look like these anorexic supermodels. We're just fucking ridiculous. You think having to deal with all these things would bring women together all the time. But unfortunately, it seems like, today we've come together, which is a wonderful thing. It's Women's Day, and happy Women's Day. But, there's too many women you see walking around. All they do is talk crap about each other, everything's a competition. And it's fucking ridiculous, being jealous and doing everything to please a guy. You'll hate another girl because of a man. What the fuck is the point of that? I don't know. No point. Anyway. I got a little...
But I'm really honored to be a part of this International Women's Day celebration. Yes. It's great for people representing the planet. And I want to give a big round of applause to Dallas and Jay for setting this thing up. I'm sure there's a lot more people, in fact, there has to be, to make something like this happen. But Jay tracked me down in San Francisco, and I just happened to be in town anyways, and was honored to be a part of something like this. But Dallas, who's your sort of MC, hostess, so please. I want to start with something that was inspired by my mom.
But they do not know what us black women go through today in the ghetto. Because what we live in is the ghetto. Everything that we have is the ghetto. Everything for us is impure, I might as well say. We get in whatever, But that's all I would like to say. It's hard for us black mothers, and we sit here struggling and trying to bring it on the revolution, because the women is going to be the vanguard of the revolution. All power to the people.
New York State is going to get set up without the PA. Is that okay? And thanks, Jay, again, for the show.